これまで4億円以上の研究費を取って150本以上の論文を書いてアメリカの教授に生産性をギュッと上げる方法と将来大活躍する学生のパターンっていうのを聞いてきました。Coming up. The question is, how do you maximize your productivity?
Well, yeah, so I would look at it like, how do I optimize? How do I do the best I can do on a given day? And if you think about that, then it puts it in a different perspective. Like maximize is a good word too. I think it's staying focused on the process, just like you would have an athlete do, staying focused on the process and just thinking about having a tendency to think about the rewards of what your actions might do for other people and for yourself and for your family, and having fun at it, ultimately. And so I think if that's the key, then we'll get the productivity will come. It's just like we tell our athletes, do you just focus on the outcomes? Make sure your goals are what you want. And then once you have the goals down, then it's just a following the process. Ideally having the support of someone helping you to know what types of things you need to do in order to get those processes done. And then, the outcomes will come. And you also have to be considerate of the expectations, of course, because if your expectations are too high, you won't get there and you'll be frustrated. If they're too low, you're not moving forward perhaps to what you want, so I think the goals become very important. And a lot of times it's helpful to get to talking with people that love you, people that have your best interests, the people around you, and find out, well, what do you think? And throw out your ideas. And then once you get the goals, everything will come okay. I think that we all go through that, if you think about it, like, why is it for most people that are successful, it's not being motivated to do nothing. And so I think that's the key, is to find out what is it that the person is most motivated to want to do, and find out if the amount of energy and time is going to be sufficient for whatever that they're wanting to do, and assess that. And then you sit down and you work that out. It's just time management. And so we're gonna put your time in these ways, and then you'll have the best of all worlds. What do you think about that? Would that be something you think would motivate you to be satisfying for you, I guess, with your motivation? Prioritizing the things that you feel are most important at this time in your life, and then maybe try to get some foresight to think, well, what about in the future? Am I going to be satisfied if I was to do those things now? Will I be satisfied in 10 or 20 years? And if the answer is yes, then you know your course. And if the answer is no, then just reevaluate and look at your time management to potentially make that happen. Maybe expand the training time, a little bit, for whatever it is that you're going to do. If you're happy and you've got the passion, everything else takes care of itself. So the key is to keep it passionate, more important than anything.
What are some characteristics of, I would say, excellent student? Like, in your view, like, what type of student will be very successful in their career?
I think, that's a difficult question too, because everyone has different strengths that they develop, and some of them are not recognized. Like, it's very difficult to recognize a person's strength, unless they somehow let you know it or you observe it. So I would say the first thing is the recognition of someone standing out. They're passionate, they're motivated, they're dependable. They're always going to be there, and they're throwing out suggestions or solutions. Like in our lab, we're moving so fast. It's hard to compliment somebody descriptively every single time. So sometimes it's just telling them, here, well, I don't like that so much, just do that. I like that. Like just making a quick assessment of it and letting them know, and you got to have some ability to be okay with that. And I think the people that that keep coming back strong, that way, I really see those people as the ones that to me seem to really stand out and do well. Being able to have positivity and neutral thinking, motivated, passionate. The passion's the big thing too, but also just bringing pleasure to the organization. You know, like someone just telling jokes and having some fun, you know, someone that smiles a lot, they're going to be a big, you know, importance. So everybody's got a role.